righty. What's
Hello.
going on? What's going on? Hello, hello.
Hello.
Fucking what a
Alrighty.
week of football. Uh-oh. I hear something.
What's going on? Hello, hello.
Why do I hear that?
Fuck.
Do I have it open somewhere? Oh my god, I feel so dumb.
I did.
Oh,
I
you
just
had it
muted
open somewhere.
I had it.
Why did
Yeah,
it play
sorry.
through there though? That's weird.
I know, it's so weird, right?
That's weird. Because I heard every bit of it. Well, here we are, week 3.
Hello.
No New York Giants flag over there. It's been taken down. No Buffalo Bills jacket on the back of the chair. Fun's
Nope.
over. The fun is over. The fun
It's
is
a
fucking
blue
over.
day.
It's a blue
sad
day. What up,
What up,
Jonesy?
Jonesy?
The team's lost, dog. The undefeated team's lost. Both of our teams
Both
went
of
into
them.
this week undefeated. The New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills being Av's team. Both lost. We both took L's this week, so we were just kind of feeling blue. I said we can't even put the flags up. We can't even, you know what I mean? We're gonna have to leave them down when we lose. That's just how it's gonna have to go. But here's the cool thing:
Yeah,
we
they
do have cool shit to show.
Oh, Silent Miss, yes. Good job for your Titans.
Titans finally won. All is right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I figured, without the Giants flag being up, I can use this to kind of show off some of the cool shit. Got the DMG painting, the box of raisins from Mad Hooch, Ox's book. Look out for Ox's book. Holy shit, Silent Mace. Do you remember forever ago? While I have you real quick, do you remember winning a contest? I think it was on Binary Friends, the first podcast I ever did that I met you on. And did I ever send you a copy of that book? Because I had the author of the book on as a guest. Ox was a guest on there. And I know you won. I remember specifically you winning the contest. I was supposed to send you a signed copy. I don't remember if I ever did or not. Anyway, the whole reason I'm even asking is because DMG is doing an audiobook of that, an audiobook. So yeah, that's all. That's the only reason I asked. But anyway, moving forward. So I got the raisins, I got the painting, and of course I got my hat over there, the work hat, Giants hat. But what a week of football. I put in here the week of upsets, by the way, Af. Because there's a couple of them. There was a couple of them. A lot of undefeated teams lost.
The Chiefs, that was the main one for me.
And then I also put in here, let's see here, a new segment hype. We want to talk about that a little bit before we get into stuff?
I'm sure, yeah. So the new segment is that every week I'm gonna pick the most out cheer player of the week.
Afton's out cheer player of the week. And what does that mean?
So just I'm picking a player that I thought for the weekend of football really put their team on their back or has been putting their team on their back and just playing the game and winning it for them, and you know what I mean?
The player that was the most out cheer for the team that week.
Out cheer.
I like it. All right, cool. So we got that coming later. Oh, and one other cool thing happened in the week of football this week before we get into highlights and all that. A little bit of news, a little bit of something new coming in football this year. No more Pro Bowl. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that it's gonna be the games. They're gonna do games where it's different challenges and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, different skills challenges. To be determined still. We don't really know what they are. There's been a lot of fun with ideas of, it could be anything. It could be a beer drinking contest or a chicken wing eating contest.
When I was watching, doing my morning routine and watching Good Morning Football, that Jason Kelce from the Eagles said that he would love there to be a hot dog eating contest for the defensive players. And did you see that?
Stupid shit like that. Yeah, exactly. And then there's also going to be a flag football game. So far, the only thing that we know about this flag football game is that the AFC side of things is going to be coached by Peyton Manning. So that's kind of cool. And he kept really pushing during the Peyton and Eli broadcast of last night's game. Peyton kept pushing for Eli to coach the NFC team. That would be fun. But I'm wondering if having those two guys be involved with the coaching staff, maybe we'll get some celebrities. Maybe we'll get some legend players from yesteryear. You know what I mean? It's flag football. It's not really. They're going to have to be athletic, but there won't be a lot of contact. You know.
So I have some breaking news that just popped up that I seen on my
Whoa!
phone.
All right, breaking news.
They're
I
coming
love
in
it.
that the Buccaneers are looking to sign Odell Beckham Jr.
No shit.
That they're doing everything in their power, according to Adam Scheffler, to get him.
That makes so much sense on so many levels. I really kind of wanted to see Odell get a redemption arc and come back to New York and fucking take Kenny Galladay's spot and just, redeem his place as the fucking prince of receivers in the Giants land. But
I don't know if he would go there. Like, maybe he would want to play with Tom Brady. Yeah, Beasley, come on now. Beasley, I don't care for him. He played for the Giants. He did okay with he played for the Bills. He did okay with the Bills, but he just I don't know.
I don't know, man. He wait, who did okay? Oh, Beasley, you're saying. Yeah. Hey, we'll see. We'll see how things go. I don't necessarily know if it's that's the thing. I think Brady's like, I never want to be stuck in this predicament again. We're gonna have to pull some strings from every way possible. And plus, look at how
he said that Brady is very adamant about getting Odell Beckham. Like, they're doing everything in their power. He wants him to be on the Bucs.
That's wild.
Yeah. So sorry, I just seen that came up. So I figured
that's huge. No, I love that. Get our live reaction to that. Man, part of me wants to root for Beckham to go to Tampa Bay just to play with someone like Tom Brady, but the other part of me is just like, no, man, come home. But anyway, let's address the chat a little bit here. B-Dubs, what's up, dude? So, most All-Star games aren't really that great. They seem to be all offense. Yeah, that's true. This is something boring. Hopefully they are. Yeah, and that's just the thing. Like, basketball's got it right, man. Like, they do the slam dunk contest. Well, I mean, when that shit was still exciting too. That's even kind of died out these days. But like, you got to keep it fresh. Come up with new skill challenges.
Or in 2022. Come on now.
Keep it modern. Exactly. Don't just make it skills challenges. Why not? Like, I don't know, man. It's
hit him up with a rocket. That's what what is his name? Jefferson. Jeffrey Jefferson or whatever from Minnesota in that commercial.
Oh yeah, the jetpack thing. The jetpack.
The jetpack. That's what it was. Give me a jetpack.
Like, the flag football thing can really work out. I want to see celebrities. I want to see legends. I want to see a more fleshed out, fun activity with NFL celebrities.
You said it best on Sunday when we were watching football. Like, bring back the old, like back in the day, MTV.
Yeah, exactly.
They had celebrity play football, and it was just a lot of challenges. They did a lot of things, and it was like a weekend event.
And then on top of that, something else that they did, because they did this with the basketball and the football games, they would have like bonus points and shit like that. So like with basketball, they would have a hoop above the hoop that if you made that in, it counted as like 5 points or some crazy shit like that. Like, give me some shit like that. Give me a field goal post within a field goal post that if you make it in there, it's a 5-point field goal rather than a 3-point. Something crazy shit like that. You know what I mean? Like that. I want to see that. Make hot spots in the end zone. If you catch the ball in the hot spot, it's an extra 2 points added on to the touchdown.
You know what I want to see?
Like that.
I think I want to see like do like your hoop thing and have the kickers try to make it in like a certain basket from like, down the end zone or wherever they may be, or you know what I mean? Whoever can make the farthest win. I think that'd be cool.
Beat-Up says, get some ladies on the field. Sausage fest. So much sausage in football, fam. There's a lot of more like female referees. We're seeing a lot more females on the coach side of things with like some of the assistant coaches and stuff like that. Females are making their way in the NFL, dude. Let me tell you something. A lot more female broadcasters. We have one on this show. That's fucking phenomenal. Just paying much more attention to the sport. And it's just really fucking just breaking barriers with the idea that this is just a man's game and that's it. That's not the case anymore, man. Females fucking dig the sports and just fucking like this is just we coexist and that's just it. But anyway, so like, yeah, exactly. They're into football too. So I love the idea of that. Like, I'd love to see like Serena Williams and Venus Williams play flag football. You know what I mean? Get some of the WNBA stars, all kind of shit like that, or even some of the like celebrities or whatever that are just like, fuck yeah, I'll go play some flag football and play for charity or some shit like that. Like, man, it could be so much fun. NFL Jam, see? Silent Mason knows. They should do some dumb shit like guess the QB or have like non-kickers going for field goals. Hell yeah. Or even like I don't know. I'm sure they'll have like skills challenges pertaining to football itself. So they're gonna have the flag football game, but then aside from that, they're gonna have various mini challenges, kind of so to speak. Probably things where like you throw a ball through a hoop or whatever. But I kind of like the idea. It's all good and fun to see quarterbacks throw a ball through a hoop, but how many quarterbacks can kick a field goal? I like that idea. Just get some of the non-kickers to try things. That's fun. Anyway, go ahead.
I have a question. So, like, you know how when they do the game, the pro game or whatever, whoever's in the Super Bowl, like, doesn't they like even though they made it, they don't go. Do you think that will change? Like, because it's not actually playing a game, or you know what I mean?
Probably not. Because I mean, if you think about it, that's the most important game in football. So you run the risk of getting injuries, not getting extra practice in, not there's so much there involved to unpack that it's just like, man, you're really putting yourself at risk by not having that advantage that the people that didn't go would have. So it used to be different because the Pro Bowl used to be after the Super Bowl. But then they realized no one was really watching it anymore. So they were like, hey, we'll put it before the Super Bowl. So everyone has 1 week of football while everyone's, waiting for the Super Bowl. But here we are. Anyway, let's get some highlights. We got a lot to cover today. So we definitely spent a lot of time here, but it was worth new rules, all kind of crazy shit. So here we go. On to the highlights. So a lot of crazy shit happened this week. There was a couple of upsets, like I said. We're going to start off with the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Let me just say, Lamar Jackson, good Lord. This man is, he is doing something right in Baltimore right now.
So, he didn't sign that big contract. I think after this season, they're going to want that Baltimore's going to want to sign him.
Hell yeah. I mean, personally, I hope not.
I don't think he wants to play for Baltimore.
Man, it's hard to. When you go to your boss and you ask for a raise and the boss says no, and then you continue for the rest of that year to give your boss the best performance you have ever given him, and then you go back to that boss and he's like, okay, now I'll give you that raise. You're like, you know what, dog? I got 5 other people willing to give me that raise and then some. Peace. I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, Silent Mace. Don't even talk about fantasy.
Don't talk about fantasy.
So many people. Well, not as many people as injured as Mr. Carnage Razor does.
I forgot about fantasy. That's a whole other reason to go back to blue again. Thanks, Mace. Appreciate it.
Although I'm 2-1. Have you won a game yet?
Hell no. So anyway, Lamar Jackson was just, I don't want to talk about fantasy. Lamar Jackson looks phenomenal. He looks fucking crazy good. Baltimore comes out and just shows the fuck up against New England Patriots. Some horrible news that came out of this. Patriots quarterback Mac Jones ended up getting injured towards the end of the game there, had to be hobbled out on one foot. It's, what is it, a high ankle sprain? Is what it was? Yeah. Afton Schefter, ladies and gentlemen. Always got the injury news at the ready. But anyway, yeah, high ankle sprain, so he's going to miss a couple of Patriots games for sure. Who do they have as a backup?
I don't even know. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, they're done this year.
Is it Bridgewater? Is Bridgewater? No, he's not over there. Fuck, I don't know who their backup is. Holy shit. Mace, do you know who their backup is?
Some rookie. It's some rookie. I feel like I heard them say that this morning. It's some rookie that they drafted in like a late pick during the draft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Patriots tried their hardest to fucking stop this offense, but good Lord, Lamar Jackson just, look at this man. He just puts the fucking pieces to him. Look, I can run, but guess what? I can throw. That's an incomplete pass. That's a horrible thing to show off there, but
he looks comfortable. Like, he looked like, I felt like last year he felt like he was running for his life and he just was trying to do too much, and he looked comfortable, you know?
Yep. Yeah, so anyway, Baltimore ends up clinching this one out to move on to 2-1. Next up, we got to talk about it, Af. It's time. We want to go back to blue again. We want to go back to blue again. Holy shit, Buffalo and Miami. Man, what a game. So,
division game, like, both undefeated. The butt punt, like,
the butt punt. Yes, things. Jones. Yes. Fuck yes. The butt punt. Oh my god. Wow, how much to unpack here. So Tua comes back and just fucking lights the game up again. He's doing what he's doing.
Miami looks dangerous. Like they
Miami looks
look.
fucking dangerous.
I'm scared. Like I had the Bills to win. Like, oh man, the Super Bowl, and that's my team. I love the Bills, but I'm scared for them because they have to play them again. And
Which is good because you know what? I mean, okay, look at that division. You got the Bills, the Dolphins, the New York Jets, and the New England Patriots. The Patriots ain't really what they once were with Tom Brady. Mac Jones is decent and is probably going to be a good quarterback someday, but we have yet to see that kind of caliber of play from him.
Still learning. And
That's going to be a young team. There's going to be a lot of building to do there. So that's going to be a while before they're really super competitive again. The Jets, I mean, maybe. The Jets ain't looking the worst in the world. And, you know, not Sam Darnold, fuck me. What's his name? Zach something. I don't remember his name. Zach Wilson. That sounds right. He comes back and, you know, he's injured or whatever. So who knows? He might still be something. And the Jets don't look bad outside of, you know, mediocre quarterback play just from Joe Flacco, right? So, and then the Dolphins and Bills look fucking hella competitive. So this is a really good division all of a sudden. They went from being, you know, super dominated by New England Patriots. And then as soon as Tom Brady leaves, it looks like the Bills are going to take over. And then all of a sudden the Dolphins and the Jets are starting to step up. So this is exciting. This is a good
2 years since Tom Brady left. We've been number one. We've had the division 2 years. Here comes Miami.
As if Mason already knew what we were going to talk about. Fucking exactly.
I mean, I'm mad my team lost, but Miami put everything into it. Like it was like they were fucking playing Madden. Like the way that they were playing and stuff, and that coach that they have, oh man,
that coach
he's
is
doing phenomenal. Like he's playing Madden, like putting the pieces, like, and I think that's what Tua needs. Because I mean, I wanted to see Tua succeed, and I'm glad that because you go everywhere, every place that I listen to when they talk about football, they're always talking about is he it? Is he it? Like oh, they're always talking shit on him. Like and he's showing them like no motherfucker, look at me, like mic drop, you know.
That's right. What's crazy is he took a nasty hit halfway through the game, some around, and
yelled at me during that time. I remember.
Got spaghetti legs and went down and shit. Not even there. That was another player going down. This was a physical game. But Tua took a nasty hit, went down, had to leave, came back after halftime and just started lighting it the fuck up again. It was wild. We gotta show the rage clip. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there, Jonesy. I got a lot to go in on with this Bills team. Because don't get me wrong, these motherfuckers look dominant. Don't get me wrong. They look dominant.
Could have won it.
Damn.
They just
Here's something fantastic that I am excited to see about football, and this whole game shows it. All right, there's so many cool things that we've seen in this one game that we're starting to see an evolution of football with. Number one, the coaches. You already pointed out Miami's new coach, younger coaches. Not saying anything bad against the greats, but it took a long time to get here. We're starting to get those younger-minded coaches that might not have ever really played the game like that, but just they have the football knowledge. They know the strategy of it. We don't need athletes to be coaches. We need them to be coaches. You know, we need them to be strategics.
Started that. I really think Sean McVay started that. He was like the first really young coach.
Yeah, so we're starting to see that evolution right there. Exactly. We're starting to see that evolution right there. Sean McVay, the head coach of the LA Rams. Super Bowl champion.
Interesting. Like it's fun. I remember watching it when I was younger. Like because football's always been in my life. I just you know always found it boring to me.
It was a lot more of a physical game back then. I'm gonna just take my big man. I'm gonna slam him up against your big man, and we're gonna see which one cracks first. It's not to say it's not that anymore. We still have some of that in the game. Not a lot, but we still have some. But there's a lot more finesse to it. The game has evolved. Yeah, it's a lot more faster paced.
To watch, like you feel like people are playing, like they're having fun out there. Like I don't know, you feel it. Like I feel like
go ahead.
Like people like in the 90s, like early 2000s, like I felt like they were like, this is my job. I got to do a job. I need to win a Super Bowl. Like you know, in the pocket, like throwing it, like very in the pocket quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Like boring. Like it was boring.
So
whereas now we have quarterbacks to run and all types of shit.
I think what you're saying here is the quarterbacks back in the day looked a lot more what's the word here? Like a lot more formal almost, right? Like there was
Yeah.
a certain mold that they certainly picked quarterbacks out of, and they just looked a certain way. They had a certain composure. They had a certain pocket presence, like you said. And nowadays, Patrick Mahomes comes out of nowhere and is showing you guys, no, we can just play backyard football and we're still going to put up 500 yards, no problem, with these no look passes and these sidearm passes. Or Matthew Stafford from back in the day used to do the no look passes. But Mahomes really brought that out. He really brought the elusiveness, the extended play, the playmaker of the quarterback. He really took that to another level. And now we're starting to see it with Lamar Jackson, with Josh Allen, and just
Yeah.
Tua, and you know what I mean? Just a lot more players are starting to resemble that role. And we're just seeing an evolution of quarterbacks happen. We're seeing an evolution of coaches, evolution of quarterbacks. I've been seeing all kind of crazy defensive sets, including with Miami. They've been kind of experimental with stuff for a long time now. And it's just cool as hell to see this shit paying off for them finally. The Dolphins.
Miami's defense, man, I have to give it to
Mhm.
them. Like that last play of the game, to know
Oh,
that
here it
they
goes.
were
Here it goes.
trying
Look.
to go out of bounds
Oh, there you
and
go. Go
able
ahead.
to stop that, so we weren't able to kick that field goal to win it. That, I mean, come on now.
Anyway, we dwelled on this long enough. I know it's your team and all, but there's one thing I gotta show before we move on to the next team. And that's this right here. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but immediately following the loss, they go up to the coach's booth and they show that. Good Lord, look at this man freak the fuck out. He is having a temper tantrum. And the best part about it is the hand that immediately covers the camera as if to say, no, nothing to see here. What do you got to say about your team just making fools of
I
themselves
mean,
like
come on
this?
now. It's passionate. Like, it's passion. That's what it's about. It was a passionate game, a division game. Both undefeated. We don't the Bills don't like to lose games. Josh Allen said that many times. Like, we don't like to lose games. So he's pissed because it was right there. It was in our grasp.
Can
We
I
were
just say one
right
thing?
there.
Can I say one thing?
But
I've been here before where you just start freaking the fuck out and you get so mad that you don't even have anything around. You want to break something, but there's nothing breaking. There's just pens and fucking papers and shit. So you just smash them, hoping that's gonna. Nothing helps. Look, he's breaking books. You can't break a book, dummy. But that's what rage does, man. Anyway, I had to show that one off.
Tom
On
Brady said
to
that he was happy he wasn't the only one to have an adult tantrum this
yeah.
season.
From Tom Brady breaking tablets, now this. Oh, that's great. I like the ball dude just kept it cool, acting like his ears didn't get spiked with the headset. Yeah. Can we pull that right back up? Hold up a second. Let's get that one last get right here. Oh, hold up. This is even better. Watch this, Jonesy. Look at the side glance. Look at the side glance from Baldy. Like the awkward, oh, I ain't looking at that. Look, let's watch it one more again.
He knows he's pissed. He's like, "I don't wanna get
Oh
involved."
shit, this motherfucker freaking.
That was a passionate game, man.
Oh, good catch, Josie. Hell yeah.
Mhm.
All right, on to the Jets and Bengals. Whew, my bad. I had to do that to you, Half. You were riding that train a little too high. I had to bring you back down as a Buffalo fan. Too much.
Okay.
Anyway, Bengals Jets. Yeah, I know. Bengals Jets. I got a surprise for you too. Don't worry, you'll get your comeuppance. The Bengals. They really didn't. I don't want to dwell too much on this game. You wanted to talk about it a little bit, but I don't really see a lot to talk about here. The Bengals really
Their
didn't impress
first
me all
win.
that much. I mean, yeah, it's their first win. Joe
I
Burrow is
just
still
wanted
Joe
to
Burrow, but
like, we have a Super Bowl team here. I went to the Super Bowl. Like, what is going on? I thought they had fixed that offensive line. Like, it's garbage. Like,
yeah,
it's
this isn't an
like,
impressive win.
like, I mean, they beat the Jets. Okay, like the Jets are still. I mean, they're the Jets. Like,
They're
I'm
still
sorry.
unproven. I'm not going to say that they're bad, but they're still unproven. They won that one
Yeah.
game. They looked all right. They said, "Oh, you guys don't know what we look like." Yeah, all right. Well, show us more than just one game, then, dog.
And maybe Zach Wilson or whatever his name is will come in and do something, or
We are
I don't know.
professional football reporters now. You realize this? We should really know that quarterback's name.
He's Zach Wilson, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. But
Anyway, yeah. So the Bengals ended up getting their first win of the year. Congrats, I guess. Both teams go to 1-2. We're done. So don't talk about it.
they're not using Mixon, man. Last year, Mixon, he won me fantasy. Like, he he ran the ball. Like they just.
I don't want to talk about this one a long time either. All right, we're gonna have to go blue to this one again because Jesus
just
Christ.
say that the Eagles.
Oh, I
Look,
hate it.
I know, but oh my god, like I'm. You know, we don't live far from Philly. We're about maybe what would you say 45 minutes? Not
Let
even
me just
from
start the
Lincoln
fucking
Financial
clips.
Field
Let
where
me
they
just start
play.
the fucking clips.
And so our family, a lot of our family are Eagles fans. They look dangerous, man.
So I'm just gonna say Shroud Raid, appreciate that cheesy dips. So I'm just gonna say this. Like the Eagles, yeah, they look good. I'm a Giants fan. I'm not gonna dwell on it a
Jalen
ton,
Hurts
but
looks nasty.
I guess.
It's like he got. I heard it today. I told you earlier, but I'll say it again. Like it was funny on Good Morning Football because I watch that every morning on Monday through Friday. That he was saying like they have rich people problems. Like it's like who's gonna be his main target? Like because they have so many good receivers and stuff.
I hate it. I hate how many offensive weapons the Eagles have. They
Smart,
look really
man.
good. There's been a couple of claims of, oh, they haven't played anybody yet. Who they beat. You know what? At the end of the day, they are completing plays. Like no matter what the defense is like that they're playing against,
Jalen
they're
Hurts, like, once
completing
again,
plays.
he looks comfortable.
Yeah,
Like he has time. He doesn't feel like he needs to win the damn ball game or like
the whole team. It just looks incredibly tight. This team looks like a well-oiled machine, and it's fucking terrifying to have.
Sorry, they're definitely probably going to the playoffs. I'll tell you
like
that.
considering the fact that like fucking a losing record could have won this division 2 years ago. Now
Let's just talk about for the fact that they went against Carson Wentz, like their old quarterback. You know what I mean?
Carson
And he
Wentz
got
revenge
sacked
game.
8 times.
Yeah, they whooped his ass. Anyway, I'm not gonna fucking harp on how good the Eagles are. Fuck
Had
off.
to be like Fletcher Cox. I feel like he's been playing with the Eagles for like 20 years. Has he? Like I feel like he's been playing with them for so long.
So Titans and Raiders. Shout outs to Silent Base. I didn't want. This is another one I'm not going to put a ton of time on, but like at the end of the day, we had to show this off for a couple reasons. Number one, Titans get their first win. This is a number 1 seed of the AFC last year, so this was a respectable team last year. They're 0-2 going into this week. At the same time, the Raiders, who were okay on the right track last year, had a little bit of a mishap with the coaching staff.
Davante Adams, like
they pick up Davante Adams in the offseason. A lot of people are thinking they're going to make some noise this year. Also 0-2. 2 surprising 0-2 teams go at it. So I figured this game was worth covering. As you can see, Derrick Henry just doing Derrick Henry things here, just absolutely running. Josh McDaniels is why, man, ain't that the truth? Going back to the whole young coaching thing. Whatever the young coaches with the Dolphins and the young coaches with the Rams and all of that, whatever they're doing right and proving to the NFL why young coaches are okay, Josh McDaniels is doing the complete opposite. He is showing why it took so long for the NFL
is Vrabel young?
Vrabel,
I know he played with Tom Brady.
Yeah, I was going to say he's young enough to have played with a person that's still in the league. No, I don't think he's super old. I mean, I guess
he's probably like Tom Brady's age. Like he's in.
Yeah, I would say like mid 40s, maybe even early 50s. But anyway, yeah, the Titans definitely played well here, but I don't know how much of a win we can be proud of here neither, because of the same reason. I mean, it's the Raiders. They haven't proven anything yet. But at the same time, I'd have said the same thing if the Raiders won. So
and on
it's hard to say.
The Raiders are like, great.
On paper, the Raiders are not a team that should be 0-3 right now. Yeah. That's for damn sure.
I didn't say great,
so that's
but they're good.
Yeah, they're definitely not a team that should be 0-3. But anyway, speaking of upsets, Vrabel is 47. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of upsets, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs went into Indianapolis to go against the Matt Ryan Colts, and right off the bat, horrible punting, special teams issues. Yeah, the winless Colts. The 0-1-1 Colts.
What the hell was that? Like, oh my god.
Issue after issue after issue with this game. It was, man, the Chiefs just could not get it together. It really wasn't. Not a ton to point out here, just overall just a football game, Football game when things just don't go your way and you know that you should win this game, but Sometimes the chips just don't fall in your favor, you know?
Bet you they were missing the cheetah.
Ties should not happen in football. Why? Explain that one to me, Mace. I mean, to be fair, what are you supposed to do? Just keep going. But how do you fix it? You just keep going until one time.
Like baseball, they keep going. You know, the longest game in baseball went like I think it was like 6-7 hours. Like, just keep going. You know?
But like, so with baseball, there's not as much physical activity.
It's easier to score a touchdown, I think, in football than it is to score in baseball. You know what I mean?
That's hard to say. I mean, it's hard to say. It's just I don't want to see any more injuries than we already do. 17 games is already scary enough.
3 points. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I like it the way that it is, but I'm also a fan of hockey too, and I think ties should. I don't know. It's hard to say. There's like no point system here, so it's hard to.
Could you imagine if football had if they played more than 17 games? If it was
17 is already a lot, it seems like.
If they played I don't know, I feel like football. I feel like I go without football longer than I go with football. At least I felt like that this year.
Oh, that was a crazy good sack there. Nice strip sack there by the Chiefs. But yeah, so anyway, crazy game. Chiefs ended up losing it. They just couldn't get it together in the end there. And I think they ended up missing a field goal because they have field goal issues, right? A field goal off. Oh, there's an idea. Kind of like shootouts in hockey. Is there a way to do that? Yeah, but Mahomes ends the game, gets intercepted. GG's. Chiefs lose. Colts win their first game.
And did you see Patrick Mahomes on the offensive coordinator?
Oh yeah, he did. They actually had to pull him away. Andy Reid had to pull him away. Let's get this over with. Giants and Cowboys, Monday night game.
I'm going to say this.
I'm going to say this real quick. The Giants looked.
The Giants had a reality check.
The Giants, in my opinion, still look better than they did the past couple years. They still look like a team that is improving. But at the end of the day, the Giants are finally starting to show that they're not the undefeated team that we hoped that they were. That I hoped that they were. Jesus Christ, I fucking wanted the Giants to win this game so fucking much.
Because he deserves so much more. But I mean, a lot of people are injured too. So your Tony was injured. Kadarius Toney was injured. You had.
Listen, let me explain something to you. If Kadarius Toney sneezes too hard, he's injured. Okay, he's been injured his entire career.
Speaking of injured, did you see who got injured? Sterling Shepard got injured on the last play.
No, I didn't see that. What was his injury?
Yes, and he might be out for the entire season.
It's time for him to go. A dude gets
injured
every fucking year.
Galladay. They pay. Oh,
they tried. They utilize him. He just sucks ass. He needs to fucking go. Don't get me started on these goddamn Giants. This is why we should be getting Odell right now. We have no fucking receivers. Even more so now. Sterling Shepard gets injured every fucking year. It's time for him to go. He played well so far this year, but goddamn it, you've had your chance, dog. Out you go.
Can I tell you what I think you're gonna do? I think that they're gonna do. I think they're gonna give Saquon the money because Saquon he's been consistent every week. I think they're gonna give Saquon the money, but they're gonna look for another quarterback. I don't think they're gonna pay Daniel Jones that $100 million.
Okay,
contract.
Two things I'm gonna point out. Number one, Daniel Jones kept the game as close as it was. If it was not for Daniel Jones, this game would have been a fucking blowout. He was an absolute playmaker last night. Maybe not all of his throws were perfect. Maybe not all of his runs were as fast as they should have been, but he was a fucking playmaker. If he had as good a coaching that's around him right now from the beginning of his career, we would be singing different songs about Daniel Jones right now. I think there are definite flashes of greatness in him that could be taken out with better coaching. Unfortunately, the good coaching didn't get to him until too late in the year, in his career. So this game definitely showed that more than anything.
That sucks, you know?
Yeah, it does. But I mean, imagine a solid running quarterback that is able to throw the ball accurately and is able to make plays with his feet when he has to. And on top of that, you have a running back as dynamic as Saquon Barkley, and then all of a sudden you start piecing together an offensive line that's actually pretty solid when you think about it. Andrew Thomas at tackle, Evan Neal, the rookie. For a rookie, he's not bad. He's making a lot of rookie mistakes. first year offensive linemen as rookies, they're kind of rough around the edges at first. They have to make a lot of transformations into the NFL, ascensions, if you will, into the NFL. He'll get there, no doubt about that. Our offensive line is coming together. On top of that, just the running back and all of that, just everything's coming together. If we get a couple of solid route running receivers and one dynamic over the top receiver, and then all of a sudden we have a quarterback that can do what we needed to do. I mean, yeah, if we just put together a whole offensive team, right? No big deal. But I'm just saying, like, the pieces are there. There's just a couple more that need to fit. If Daniel Jones isn't the guy by the end of the year, which, you know, there's a miracle that could happen. But if not, maybe Lamar Jackson is. And with the way that he's kind of playing with Baltimore in his contract right now, that might be more of a reality than we realize. That's my bold prediction. If we can get Lamar Jackson to New York, holy shit.
Me, or I could see Jimmy G.
See, I don't like Jimmy G as much because he's much more of a pocket presence quarterback. And I think personally, I think Brian Daboll is going to be looking for that new dynamic playmaker quarterback that everyone is starting to get. Your Jalen Hurts, your Josh Allen, your Patrick Mahomes, your Lamar Jackson, all of those guys. He wants that double threat.
Josh Allen?
Like, yes, I do. That's why I'm kind of like, man, maybe give Daniel Jones a little bit of time, because
maybe if it was like in his like second year or like, but come on, like he's in his fifth year?
And that's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Franchise tag him, because that's going to cost them tons of money.
Way too much money for him. Yeah.
If anything, they'll franchise tag Saquon. I think they'll give him the money. They need to give him the money.
I mean, I think we got one more year with Daniel Jones, which we might get out of.
No, this is his last year. I heard that this morning.
All right. Well,
like
either way.
Contract's up.
Oh, that's right. They didn't pick up the 5th-year option. That's right. I remember now. Yep. Okay. Anyway, we didn't win it. It was a close fucking game. We battled. It was fucking a battle. The Giants couldn't pull it off. I'm not even upset about it, to be honest, because to be completely honest with you, they played their asses off. They put their heart into it.
Talk about Dallas. I have this feeling with Dallas. I'm just going to make a prediction that Cooper Rush is going to win all these games, and then Dak Prescott's going to come back in like 3 weeks, and they're just going to go downhill. You know what I mean?
Can I give you what my prediction is? I think Dallas, let me call them by their real name, the Dallas Micah Parsons.
Right? I do have their defense on fantasy, and let me tell you.
I think they are going to go as far as a team being carried by a crazy good defensive player like Micah Parsons can go. I don't know if their offense is explosive enough. They're good, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it's got that. CeeDee Lamb is a problem. I'll say that. CeeDee Lamb is a problem. Pollard is a problem. Micah Parsons is a problem. Like, they got some good players. I don't know if they got the whole team together yet. Yeah, I mean, him and Pollard are pretty. I don't want to talk about the Cowboys too fucking much. Fuck the Cowboys. That's what I'm going to say. Lamb is overrated. Here's the thing with CeeDee Lamb. Here's the thing with CeeDee Lamb. He has the flashes. It's there. You know what I mean? And I feel like if he had a solid QB, not even a good one, just a solid one. Like, I think Dak is overrated. That's my personal opinion. I mean, I'm sure you're probably already there with me on that one. But I think Dak is way overrated. I think a lot of his crazy good stats are all garbage time stats that no one pays attention to because injuries get in the way and people forget about how bad he actually was and they just see the stats instead. But
they look
Dak's
better
not
with Cooper
good.
Rush than they did when
For real. For real. But anyway, okay, enough about this team. We are going to get to a little bit of a segment we have here, a brand new segment that AF is looking forward to premiere. You ready to premiere that?
Yep, I'm pulling up my.
So I have 2 clips here. I have the old season and the new season. Which one do you want first?
Well, that just gave it away.
No, I didn't.
So to go into, the segment is the most, we talked about it earlier, the most valuable player for the week. And the person that I picked for this week.
Okay, real quick I was gonna say, before you get too much into there, just explain one last time. Out Cheer of the Week player, Afton's Out Cheer of the Week, new segment where the player that put the team on their back and said, I'm gonna be out here for y'all because we need to win this, and we're going to do it right now. But anyway, go ahead. Who's the player again? I'm sorry.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens. So yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. Speaking of, we play them this Sunday, so maybe me doing this will kind of, jinx him, so the Bills can get another win.
I love the superstition. I love it. So me and Af kind of discussed this a little bit ahead of time, so we're going to peel the curtains back here a little bit. But I have the 2019 season and the 2022 season. Well, this week's highlights. Which one do you want first? Let's go into highlights of this week.
Okay, so
Let's start off with that.
So the reason why I picked him is because he has just been. We're only 3 games in, and he's already projected to do way better and have better stats than when he won the MVP in 2019. His rushing touchdowns. He's already he's already done the rushing. What was it? The rushing. He already did the longest rushing yards.
Oh yeah.
79.
Yeah, his longest was 79 in the 2019 season, which the reason we're bringing up the 2019 season, Lamar Jackson won MVP of the year 2019. So that was the season to really compare him to. And this year so far, he's really fucking putting the pieces together to make another season that good, if not better.
He is projected to do double what he did in 2019 if he keeps continually going.
Granted, it's only 3 weeks in.
Yeah.
But he's looking
just
crazy
the
good.
last 3 weeks, he's been crazy good. Now I know this week they went against the Patriots and stuff, which is okay, Mac Jones,
but it's still Bill Belichick. It's still Bill Belichick.
Yes, and he could do it all. I feel like he could run, he could throw, and people question him they question Tua. How many times is this guy? He won an MVP. How much does he have to prove? What does he have to do?
Some clips from his 2019 season.
One playoff game. So, that the division is hard. It's hard to win playoff games.
Keep sleeping on Lamar Jackson. That's fine. New York will take him.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I don't know, though. I have a feeling, though, Baltimore, the way he's going, Baltimore is not going to want to get rid of him.
Man, he is just having a phenomenal year. Hopefully that continues on.
Yeah, and he has and you know what it is this year too that I think helped. They have all I feel like they have all the components. In
last year they had a lot of injuries. They had a lot of injuries last year.
They had a lot of now their offense is back and they're healthy and stuff. Their defense, their defense can be better because they still give up some big plays and everything. But yeah,
crazy to hear that about a Baltimore Ravens team. But yeah, you're right.
Right. Their offense is better than their defense. I mean, this is Miami. And granted, they lost. That's their only loss, I believe, right? Is Miami, yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll have another loss this Sunday, but
Ooh. Well, Lamar Jackson ain't gonna be Lamar Jackson's fault, right?
It'll be their defense for not being able to stop us.
Out cheer of the week, Lamar Jackson.
Oh, congrats. One more thing I wanted to do that was important
that
I didn't get to mention about Lamar Jackson. All right, so the year that in 2019, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. The 2019 year, so his rushing yards was 1,206, right? The only other quarterback to ever do that was Michael Vick, okay?
Ooh.
So he is projected to double, he could possibly double that this season.
Ooh.
He would be the only quarterback to do that twice. Come on now.
The stats. Those are some stats right there. I love that. Holy shit. What a fucking dynamic.
I mean, I know he had, we talk, Michael Vick's retired and stuff, but, you don't, he played for Philly. So, it was right when, after the dogfighting thing, and, he has done so much to make up.
Oh, we ain't even gonna go there.
He made a mistake.
We ain't even gonna. We're just gonna move on from that. Lamar Jackson out cheer of the week. That's it. Let's move on. So you ain't the only one with a segment around here. Everyone's favorite segment on the show right now. Are you kidding? Time for Carnage's segment. Carnage's hits of the week. I still don't have a name for this. I don't have a cool name like Af's out cheer of the week or me. I just got, these are some 3 brutal ass hits, but who cares? It doesn't matter because they're brutal hits. We don't need good names. We know what happens here. Here's the first one. The Battle of the Bays, Tampa and Green Bay. So we got a punt return. We're going down the field. Bam! He gets just fucking annihilated here. Good, clean shoulders down hit. Not leading with the helmet or anything like that. Hold up. Let's watch that again. My bad. There was a flag on the play, but it doesn't matter. We're not interested in that part. We're just interested in that hit right there. Absolutely annihilates them. But anyway, that's a fun one. On to number 2. Go back to the upset game. The Colts and the Chiefs. Good Lord, look at this strip sack. First of all, this is a secondary guy. He doesn't even tackle him. He puts his arms up to block the ball and just gets lucky. And Matt Ryan tries to jump pass, I guess, and like just gets lifted. Ooh. Look at this. He gets rock bottomed.
Yeah, he does.
And Matt Ryan just gets turned up over himself. Good Lord.
Yeah, he does. Look.
Oh, fuck. And then number 1. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, F. I had to do this to you. Number 1, the Bills and Dolphins. Dawson Knox, the tight end, catches it. Good Lord, out of nowhere. Shoulder down, good clean hit, not leading with the head. Absolutely beautiful hit.
I'm surprised he didn't get like a
That's a clean hit. Yeah, he gets up and he just fucking keeps on playing.
By accident. He didn't do it intentionally.
It was a good clean hit. But that was the Carnage's hits of the week. Fuck, I'm here. What up, Lazy? Reminds me of the opening of the old NFL Game Day games. All hits. I know, man. Man, it's exciting. It's exciting to have NFL hits of the week and all of that stuff. Honestly, he got knocked out. Honestly, what I didn't find this week, and one of my favorite things to find, and I swear to God, if I could find this every week, I might start looking for this, a different segment or something. I love seeing good pancakes of the week. I don't know if you know what pancakes are. You might not even be familiar with this term. A pancake is a stat line, believe it or not, for an offensive lineman. And that's when you line up as an offensive lineman, and when you engage with whoever you're about to block, you just immediately put them on their ass. That is one of my favorite things to see. A good block where you just, and the person just goes the fuck down, out of commission, they're out of the play. You can move on to block someone else now. That's one of my favorite shits to see in football, but it's hard to find those plays. You really got to like needle through them. But when I can find them, I'll have them there. But this is what we had this week. Anyway, that's a fine. No, it was no fine. That was all good, clean hits. That was. There was some hits I could have found that could have been fine worthy, but I'm not trying to do that. I want to just have clean hits in my segment.
You should have put the hit on that we watched of Via Vea, where he hit Aaron. Was it Aaron Rodgers? I think, and like it made him fumble the ball. Like they were about to like score a touchdown, Green Bay. And like here comes Via Vea. He didn't even see him.
I forgot about that. You're right.
And the ball just came out.
Do me a favor. Keep talking. Let's see if I can't find it real quick. Why? I'm gonna try to look for it. Dude, buy me some fucking time. Talk to the chat. Look at them. They're all talking.
Aaron Rodgers. You know who Aaron Rodgers is.
He might not.
Paid the big bucks. What? Not really.
People don't know football. I mean, why don't you tell him who it is in case he doesn't know?
He does those, what are they? Not progressive.
He's the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. That's all you needed to say.
I said he's the quarterback. I already said
I don't think you did.
I did. I said he's the quarterback. That's the first thing I said.
Oh, all right. How's that stalling going?
It's not me, Blaze. My team's not 3-0.
Oh, do we need to go blue again?
Blue. My team lost and Lyle's team.
I don't have the play. Man, I feel stupid. I can't find it. But
what team?
Oh, wait a minute. What teams
Miami's undefeated still. Oh yeah, that's a good question, Blaze. Miami's still undefeated. The Eagles are still undefeated. I know that just breaks his soul.
Like we're already blue. I don't know what else you needed. That's it. It's just them two.
That's it. Wait, what?
I know. Wait, it's just two teams now.
I can't believe the Eagles are.
Because Zaf asked for it, and I'd like to deliver. Here we go. Here's the hit, the Vita Vea hit. Didn't quite make the highlight reel, but we'll do an honorable mention real quick. Absolutely. He does get popped here. It is a nice fumble, but as you can see, there's not really a lot to it. He just gave us solid. He lined up as a linebacker.
He didn't hit Aaron.
That's what's impressive
He
about
didn't
him. He lined up as a linebacker. He's a defensive lineman. Look at how big my boy is. A little bit of shout outs to Big Man Ball in here. Number 60 here. He's a big fucking dude, and he lays this dude to fuck out because when he caught this ball, he was not expecting to get hit by number 60. Somebody looks like he's 350 fucking pounds just coming at him like a freight train. He was expected to get hit by one of these secondary guys back there. So he gets hit by this force. It just coughs that ball the fuck up. So it's a solid hit, but it's not like, you know, what I'm looking for. But that is a great fucking honorable mention for real.
For some reason, I thought he hit Aaron Rodgers, but
no, it wasn't Aaron Rodgers.
He didn't see Vita coming to hit the receiver.
Yeah, and he wasn't expecting it either because, like I said, he was lined up. He was lined up as a defensive lineman, but drop back in coverage, which you don't really see with big men like that. But it's cool to see big dudes be athletic every once in a while, man. I love seeing that shit. I legit do not. See, I told you he banged Olivia Munn. Enough said. Okay. So what is a quarterback? Oh, see, that's what happens when you buy something that's 75 cents with $1. Get a quarterback. Every podcast can be someone's first. It's very, very true. It never hurts to explain. BRB dinner's here. Same dinner is calling. Great stream. Thanks, Jugs. So anyway, yeah, that's what a way to wrap it up there. That is kind of getting towards the end of the stream here, the end of the show. What a week. Next week, you guys have, who did you say?
I play Baltimore. I play Baltimore.
Buffalo plays Baltimore next week. Giants play the Bears next week. What else is happening next week?
Another game I'm interested in is the Miami Dolphins and the
Dolphins and Bengals.
And the only reason why I said this because yesterday when or Sunday when Tyreek Hill, they asked him, "Do you know who you play?" And he was like, "No, who do we play?" And they said, "Oh, Cincinnati. You play Cincinnati next weekend." And he's like, "Oh man, okay, I'm coming for them after what because if you remember, they beat them to go to the Super Bowl."
Oh, that's right, the Chiefs. Yeah. When Tyreek Hill was with the Chiefs,
he's like, I'm coming for you. I forget his first name, but I know his last name's Apple. He's like, "I'm coming for you, Apple."
Eli Apple.
Eli Apple. I think
how do you forget a name as wonderful as Eli? Anyway, next week you got Dolphins and Bengals. That's the Thursday night game. Another couple good ones to look out for. Obviously, as we already said, Bears and Giants, Titans and Colts. Mace, you might get a win there. I don't know if the Colts can take it to the Titans. Eagles play the Jaguars. Jaguars look pretty good so far, by the way.
Wait, so you're gonna have Doug Peterson coming back?
Doug Peterson. Oh shit!
His statue is he gonna have two statues? That was a conversation today on Good Morning Football. Is he gonna have two statues? One in Jacksonville and one in because they have a statue of this coach. Like he only coached the Eagles. I mean, granted, he got them a Super Bowl.
He won him a Super Bowl. He's the only coach that got him a Super Bowl ever. I mean, that's saying something.
Well, they also have a statue of Nick Foles too.
They also have a statue of Rocky, who's not even a real fucking person. So, what's your point? Eagles and Jaguars should be good, though. For real, Eagles and Jaguars should be good. Jaguars, I'm hoping, are the team that takes them out and kind of knocks them off their high horse. Bills and Ravens, as we said. Commanders and Cowboys, that'll be a good one.
Cowboys gonna get another win.
Watch them lose that one. Watch that one be the one of the Commanders. Just put it to them. Chiefs and Bucks. Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. That's a fucking matchup.
Tom Brady. Can we just real quick? He has not looked the same.
No. You don't say that. You do not say that. Here's the thing that you don't know about the GOAT. The GOAT will make you think he is no longer the GOAT. And then out of nowhere, he sneaks his way into the playoffs and wins a fucking Super Bowl. Like, Tom Brady's good? Since when? Damn, how'd he do that again? I swear to God, I've seen it happen so many times. He starts the season off and he's this is it. Tom Brady, it's over for him. And he wins 4 or 5 more fucking Super Bowls. Do not count that man out until it's over. I'm telling you, do not make that mistake. Anyway. So yeah, some cool games to look forward to this week for sure.
They also have a game if you guys watch football. That's kind of important to know. Hold on, sorry. They have a game, in London on Sunday. I think it starts at like 9:30 in the morning, Eastern time. So for
Oh,
you people in California, that's like it probably super early in the morning.
it's a shame. Like, someone like Laird doesn't watch the show. I'm sure he would if he knew football at all. But like, if he watched football or something, then you know, first 3 games are just his way of knowing he needs to beat. Then he does it. Yeah, exactly, exactly. LH knows. LH knows. Any ants know. Set your fantasy early. Good call. Good call,
Yeah,
Mace.
so yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I have some players that might be interested. Stephon Diggs might be out.
Really?
That's sad. But I don't have him. The person I'm going against does, so that'd be nice.
Yes, the legend, the legendary ant himself.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and raid the homie Elder Mohawk.
Ah, he's still going.
He always is still going, man.
Oh,
He's a machine.
He's out there, man. He is so out there. So go give him some love.
Absolutely. Shout outs to Mace for all the dope ass things that I've gotten over the years from him. The fucking dope ass patches that I still keep close by. Appreciate you.
I'm in now. 13%.
You gonna be in VC? Yeah, I'll hang out in VC for a little bit. I'll hang out with that for a little bit. Yeah, for sure, Blaze. I'll meet you in there. Yeah. Want to hang out in Bush Blaze for a little bit? Maybe. All right. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thanks for catching the show. We fucking love it. You know, like, when's the Mace cameo on Hail Married? Do we want a guest? Hell yeah, I'm about it.
Yeah,
Mace, hit me up, dude. If you ever want to be a guest, I'm about it, man. If you ever want to come on and talk about the Titans a little bit or something.
He's not allowed, Blaze. Sorry.
It's okay. What happened? Yeah.
Got an hour until bedtime, so.
All right, y'all. Let's head on over to Elder Mohawk. Thank you guys so much. Next week, week 4, we'll be back. Until then, peace.
Peace.
And a special shout out to all the people that stay for the YouTube videos.